Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have not been this excited for a video in like a really long time. One of you guys gave me this idea. You guys have like the most creative ideas ever. As we all know, on your iPhone, in your settings, there's a screen time. It kind of just tracks how long you spend on like each app, and like throughout the week it kind of averages out. If you go into your screen time and you click see all activity and you go and scroll down, it actually shows you how many times you've picked up your phone, like genuinely opened up your phone, like clicked it and like picked it up to look at whatever you're looking at. And whether it's like 3 a.m. you're randomly checking your notifications, or if it's like middle of the day you're going into your phone for no reason, it will track how many times you are picking up your phone. So for this video, we're gonna go through every day how many times I picked up my phone is how many pages I'm gonna read that day of a book. So it's gonna be very beneficial because instead of going on my phone, I'm gonna be reading. So I'm gonna go to last week and we're just gonna go through every day, Monday through Friday, just a short little week, and see how many times I picked up my phone that day. Honestly, on average, it's between like 200 and 300. Like, it's a lot of time. So I'm gonna try to attempt to read that many pages. It's like almost a whole book some days, but we're gonna attempt it every day, see how many pages I can read, kind of just a mood read throughout the week and get some pages done, get some books done. Today is Sunday. We're gonna start tomorrow because I want to start early in the day since there's a lot of times I picked up my phone, a lot of pages we have to read. I want to get this little intro out of the way, but I don't know what book I'm going to start tomorrow. I'm trying to finish a book right now, so we're going to see tomorrow what book it is and I will let you guys know. So for the first week of October, I have all of my data for how many times I picked up my phone. We are starting with a total of 237 pickups. Now, I don't know how many average you guys have of pickups, but I check my phone all the time. If I'm reading, I'll put my book down randomly, I'll click my phone and go into my phone. If it's like 3 a.m., I will go onto my phone and just like go on TikTok. If it's like I randomly wake up at like 5 a.m., I go on my phone. Like, I have subconsciously made myself go on my phone for no reason. We all know I'm addicted to my phone. This is not new knowledge, so there's gonna be a lot of pages being read this week. Our first day, like I said, is going to be a total of 237 pickups. My first pickup was at 1:20 a.m. Most of them were messages. There's 73, and then the other one is Discord. So I'm on Discord a lot. If you're not in our book club, it's on Patreon. It's a subscription, but I'm on Discord a lot. I'm checking up Discord. I'm sprinting in there, reading with everyone. I'm typing to everyone. We're chatting in there. So I'm on Discord a lot. And then Spotify is 31. Honestly, changing songs, changing the podcast I'm listening to. And then my fourth most is Instagram with 19 pickups. After that, it's Snapchat, Find My iPhone, just my regular phone, Amazon, and mail, but like not as many. My most is messages, which kind of checks out. If I'm texting people, I'm just always clicking, you know, doing things in there. So that is our first pickup for tomorrow. We're gonna try to read 237 pages. I'm excited. Honestly, there's other days throughout the week where there's more than 237. I don't know if that's my least. Yeah, that's my least. So the minimum pickups and the minimum pages we're reading a day is 237. I go on my phone a lot, but this will help me get some pages done, get some reading done, and not touch my phone. I need to get off of this thing. So we'll start tomorrow. I don't know what book I'm gonna start with. Obviously, I'll let you guys know. We'll see how it goes, and I will update you guys tomorrow on the book that we are starting with. Hello guys, good morning. It's now I think around 11. It's 10:55 and I started bright and early reading because I knew I had to get, I think 240 was today's goal. Hold on. 237 pages. I woke up this morning and I told myself I'm gonna start early and I'm gonna get 100 pages done. I can't start my day until I read those 100 pages, and I decided to start The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston because I read The 7-Year Slip last month. Loved it so much, loved her writing, and I actually binged that book really fast. Her writing is really fast paced and I love her writing. I feel like Emily Henry's writing, it almost is kind of similar in some ways, like some descriptions and some dialogue even. It feels like Emily Henry almost. On page 113 right now, chapter 13. It's basically about this girl who's a ghostwriter for a really famous author, and she's on the deadline for the last novel she has to write for this author, but she gets a call, she has to go back home. Her family owns a funeral home and she has to help out with the funeral home and everything like that. But since she was younger, her and her father both could see like ghosts and stuff, and when she gets back to the funeral home, she sees this guy and he's a ghost. I feel like her writing, I got the same vibe in 7-Year Slip. It's almost like a women's fiction, literary fiction type of vibe, but it's like mixed in with romance and also like like the magical realism. So all of that mixed together is really fun. It's really entertaining. I love her writing. I love the way she tells stories, and I love the magical stuff that she includes in it, because it's not like the base of the story. It's kind of just about the main character, but she throws in the magic stuff. So I told myself I can't start editing my video until I get to page 200. So we only have to get to 244 today. I want to get to 200 right now, and I will update you guys once I get there and get further in. I am enjoying it. I think I like the 7-Year Slip more, just off like what the story's about. This one's still good. Again, I love her writing. So if I finish 244 pages of this today and I still have time later that I want to read and I want to finish this, I think I'm going to count some of tomorrow's page count into today to finish this book. Just kind of like mix them together. I'm gonna go read more. I'm gonna get to 200 pages in, and I will update you guys, and we'll see how it's going. So I got to page 200. It's perfect because the chapter ended on 200, so now I'm on chapter 23. My thoughts are still the same. Like, it's good, it's fast-paced, I can get through it quick. I don't think I like love this story so much. It's definitely more fiction, her kind of going through the loss of her father and like the grieving of it and setting up the funeral with her family and coming back to her hometown, where she actually like not ran away from it, but she left because of things that happened there. So you kind of get her coming back, kind of facing that and facing her family she hasn't seen in a while. I feel like the romance that you think you're getting from this isn't very heavy. It's not like a big subplot, it's just like a smaller subplot, and it's more about like the main character thinking that like romance is dead and like trying to figure herself out, kind of. That's kind of what I got with the 7-Year Slip, but that like romance plot was a little bit heavier. The subplot was a little heavier, so I expected that going into this one, but it's still good. It's fast paced, so I really want to just get back into it. I think I have how many pages left? 37 pages to go to complete the little goal for today, and I'll see if I want to keep reading and maybe even just finish the book. I think it's like 340 pages, so I have about 140 to go, and yeah, I'm gonna go meet my goal. Maybe read some more. I don't know. We will see. Yeah, I will come back sometime after that. Happy Tuesday. So yesterday I did end up finishing The Dead Romantics. I feel like I was so far into it, I just had to continue it and I had to finish it. I was like so close to the end. This book was 344 pages, so obviously I went over the mark for yesterday. I ended up giving this one 3.5 stars. I think I rounded it on Goodreads to a 4. Liked the story. I think the beginning was really interesting. Learning about the character, learning about her abilities, learning about like the story and the setup. And I liked how it was the city setting, but then she goes home to like a smaller town setting. I always love that. But getting into like the main male character and like between those two, I didn't really love it. Like I didn't really love the main character like as his own. The way that he helped her and the way that he helped her see, I don't want to say too much, but like the way he helped her, I really liked that. But I love her writing just so much. I love the metaphors she uses and all of the comparisons and like the deeper meaning she like puts within the storyline. Like I love it so much. But just like the romance aspect, like the subplot of romance wasn't my favorite. I will say, after I said that it wasn't like a heavy subplot, after I said that, like literally the last like 100-ish pages, it definitely picked up. Like that was kind of the more of the sole focus of it. I really enjoyed the ending of it. I think just the middle of it got a little slow for me. me. But again, love her writing, love the words that she uses to describe things. I love the meaning she has on her books, and I just think her writing is so good. And I think this book is perfect for spooky season because it's not like a heavy spooky book, but there's like ghost stories and stuff like that, so I think it's perfect. It also deals with grief, obviously, and I think she did such a good job describing it, explaining it, and all of that. So today I was supposed to read 306 pages, but because I finished this, I think I'm going to count the pages that I read yesterday with this book into today. I read, let's do some math here. Not my strong suit. This book was 344 pages, and yesterday I was supposed to read 237, so I read an extra 107 pages. So today I was supposed to read 306, so I think if we just subtract that from 107, I think I should be able to do that in my head, but I'm not even gonna chance it. 199 pages we have to read today. So I didn't read any more the rest of the night. I did go to Barnes last night and I picked up Throne of Glass by Sarah J Maas, and I had to get back into it because I just finished Assassin's Blade a few days ago, so I started this morning. I wasn't gonna read this for this video, but I just like, I want to get back into it. So I think I'm gonna read maybe like 100 pages of this, and then I'm gonna start the X Hex for our book club. It's the book of the month, and I want to like kind of get into that a little bit. So I think I'm gonna read 100 of this, maybe 100 of that. We'll see how much I read today. If I go over again, maybe we will go into tomorrow's number and page count. But I will also say that when I'm reading that many pages yesterday and like really focusing on getting to my goal, I feel like having a goal, like a page count, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start this morning, I'm gonna read 100 pages. Like having a goal really helps me like sit down and read and get there, and then I take a little bit of a break and I'm like, okay, let's get to 200 pages, and I would sit there, I would read, and I wouldn't go on my phone. So I feel like at the end of this video we will see how many times throughout the week I picked up my phone while doing this. Like maybe it's the same and maybe I'm just like allotting more time to reading, but I still go on my phone. We'll see at the end of this video if the amount of times I pick up my phone is less or not. We'll see. But I read about 60 pages of this morning, so I'm gonna get to around 100 and we'll see how it goes. I'm really excited to read this. I don't know anything about the Throne of Glass series. Like the Assassin's Blade I read first, and that's kind of like a prequel to the series. You can read them in different orders, but I read it first, and I really like having a background on her and a background on like what happened, what she went through to get to here, because now reading this I know like the history of it, and whenever she like brings things up about her past, like I know already. So excited to see where it goes. I met a few new characters. It's in a new setting, so I'm excited. I'm gonna read this and I'll obviously update you guys. I think we're just gonna lay in bed and read a bit. I got new sheets, so shout out to Brooklinen for sponsoring today's video. I'm so excited because I love Brooklinen. You guys know I love Brooklinen. They are my favorite bedding company ever. If you have not tried out their sheets, their sets, their duvet covers, their pillowcases, like you are missing out. They are so amazing. So I got a new sheet set. I usually use the Luxe Hardcore bundle. It is so soft, so amazing, but this is the organic hardcore sheet bundle, and I have new colors and stuff, so I'm going to show you that in a second. But if you haven't heard of Brooklinen, it's a luxury sheets company creating high quality home goods to elevate your home. It's so important to invest in sheets that are not only going to last a long time. Like I've been using my Brooklinen sheets for so long. I've washed them so many times weekly, and they have just also gotten softer with each wash. They are just so long lasting and so soft. I'm obsessed with them. I always say they feel like a cloud, and I truly mean that. So getting into the fall season, the autumn season, I really want to freshen up my room, get into the fall mood. So I got new colors and new sheets to go into this fall season, and I'm so excited about it because it's making my room just feel so cozy. Whether you choose their limited edition seasonal colors or something more classic, changing up your bedding is the perfect way to go into the fall season. So here are my new sheets. I personally choose Brooklinen because you spend a quarter of your life in your sheets, so get yourself some that are really gonna upgrade your sleep. Making your room and your home just beautiful is the ultimate form of self-care. Like I just feel good when my room looks good and feels good and cozy. So I've been sleeping in the organic hardcore bundle. These are my colors. I'll show you in a second. They are so soft, and what I love about them is they are perfect for hot sleepers. They make you stay cool throughout the whole night, which I can attest to that. Like I've been sleeping them, and to the touch they just feel so good, and if you wake up in the middle of the night you're not sweating. Like it just feels so good. And instead of buying individual items, you can save 25% by purchasing a hardcore bundle, which includes the core sheet set, extra pillowcases, and the duvet cover. So the new duvet cover that I got is actually the vanilla duvet cover color. It is so perfect for fall. It's like a subtle, like almost cream color. And then the sheets that I got is actually called the moss sheets. I feel like the moss green color next to the vanilla color, I think that just looks so fall, and that was like the vibe I wanted to go for. I wanted to do like warm colors, but like I wanted to switch it up because if you guys have been here before, you know I've had all white sheets, I've had pattern sheets, but they've all been kind of matchy. So I wanted to switch it up and get two different colors to kind of vibe with each other and kind of match each other. My most favorite part about Brooklinen is no matter what your room looks like or the taste you have and the colors you want, you can mix and match any of these, the sheets, the pillowcases, the duvet cover when you're getting a bundle. Whatever preferences you have and your personality and your style, the way your room is set up, like there's definitely a color or just a mix and match of colors for you. And you can shop for the organic hardcore bundle in the comfort of your own home. So if you go on the website, you can mix and match over 20 plus colors and patterns for the pillowcases, the core sheet set, the duvet cover. There are so many colors and patterns, and again, you can mix and match. You can get like a striped sheet with a plain white pillowcase with a blue duvet cover. Like there are so many options, and there's new colors that they came out with. Brooklinen is offering my viewers a special discount of $20 off any order under over 100. You guys can click the link below or use the code saraxcarrolli. The link and the code and everything will be in the description for you to use. Highly recommend. You guys know how much I love my Brooklyn sheets, and I'm obsessed with these new organic core sheet bundle. Like, it is just so comfortable and cozy and perfect. Now it's time to lay and read some more of this. I'm gonna read to page 100 and then maybe get to the XX. Maybe I'll read some more over page 100. Like, I don't know yet, but that's my goal for right now. I just want to read 40 more pages of this, and I will come back and update you guys once I get to either the other book or if we reach the goal. I don't know. Hello guys, it is now hours later. I have read up until page 104 of Throne of Glass. This was earlier today, and then I started the XX. I actually got to page 102 of this one. This one is so fast paced. It is so entertaining. It's like the actual perfect spooky Halloween fall vibes. Like, reading this around Halloween time would honestly be perfect. It's like rom-com-y, but also gives like witches and like witchcraft and banter and funny rom-com scenes. And it's basically about the main character girl who 9 years ago broke up with her boyfriend. I think they were dating for a few months, like nothing like too long, and one night her and her cousin just get drunk and they're both witches, and they put like a hex on her ex-boyfriend just as like a joke. Like, they didn't think it actually happened. And I'm at the point right now where he's back and they both kind of realize that the hex and the curse that her and her cousin put on him is like actually coming true, or actually was true. Such like a no-brainer read. They work in like this witchy type of store. It is just such a good setting, so this is really fun. But I think I'm gonna stop reading this for the day, and I'm maybe read some tomorrow, maybe the next day. I don't know. I'm gonna like slowly go through this because I have the whole month for the book club to get through this, but maybe I'll finish it in this video. I'm not sure. But again, I'm like 102 pages into this. All day I was thinking about this book, but I wanted to just finish my goal of like the reading count for the pages, or the amount of pages I had to read with the XX. But I've been thinking about this all day and I want to get back into it like right now. Was I holding that upside down? I think I was. Calculate how many pages I've read today. My goal was 199 because, like I said, yesterday I read over the amount and I finished the book. And I know that sounds like cheating because I was supposed to read 306 pages today, but I counted the extra pages I read yesterday to this. But you know what? In my head, it's not cheating because this is my video and that's how I feel. To make my life easier, I'm just gonna count the extra pages I read. My leisure reading and the page count of what I'm reading then is gonna count for this video. So my goal was 199 pages. I read 104 of Throne of Glass and 102 of the XX. So 206 pages that I read today, and I was supposed to read 199. So that leaves us with 7. That was really good math. That was the most simple math I could have done, but it was 7 extra pages. I am gonna go sit and maybe read this for a good amount of time. So tomorrow's page count while we're here is 260 pages. The first pickup was at 12:27 a.m. and honestly, it was mostly my messages. Like, I picked up my messages 120 times and the rest was just like simple. YouTube, Discord, and my notes. Like, it wasn't a lot. I don't know what I was doing that day. That is my stats for tomorrow. So I'm gonna go read some of this. I will update you guys tomorrow. I'm so excited to continue this story. I'm really enjoying it. So that's really exciting. It was a great reading day. I will see you guys tomorrow, which is Wednesday. Hello guys, today is now Wednesday. I wrote down all of the pages that I got. Not all the pages. I didn't read a lot last night. I actually ended up going on my phone, which is the whole point of this video, is to stop picking up my phone, but I just couldn't help it. I ended up reading to page 125. I think I was on like 105, so I only read like 20 pages of this last night, so that's where I ended off. So I calculated it all this morning. Today I was supposed to read 260 pages, but I calculated the extra pages I read yesterday, and I ended up reading 102 pages of the XX and 125 pages of Throne of Glass. So that equals 227 pages and I was supposed to read 199. So if we subtract that, I'm doing so much math in this video. I read an extra 28 pages. So I subtracted 28 pages from the 260 I had to read today. If this is a lot of math, just ignore me. And I got 232 pages I have to read today. I started on page 125 of this book this morning. I didn't read any more of X-Hex. I think I'm gonna finish this and maybe go back to the X-Hex. I really want to get into this. I'm still completely eating it up. I don't know why this one, like even from Assassin's Blade into this one, like I'm excited to continue it. Like I'm really enjoying where this is going and I love the main character. Like I just love her personality and just like how she acts and stuff, and all the side characters. We also got a few other point of views in this. It's third person, but like other point of views, and where the story is going is so interesting. And it's not even like there's a lot of like romance in here. Like I don't even think there's been romance. Like flirting I guess has happened in this book, but like it's basically just like the politics and just like whatever's happening between the main character and where she is right now. So I'm really enjoying it. Right now I'm on page 224, so I've read almost 100 pages today, so that makes us at 132 pages left to go today, which I have confidence that I can get there. So let's calculate what page I have to get to meet my goal. I have to get to page 356 today to complete today's goal, so hopefully finish it tomorrow. I don't know what we'll start next. Maybe we'll go into the continue of the series, but I might want to do a little different book right in between them, so I'm not like, I don't want to slump myself out in the series because I'm really enjoying it. So I don't know how many pages are in this. I don't really want to look at the last page. I'm gonna try really hard not to. A little over 400 pages, so if I get to 356 I might as well finish it. I don't know, we'll see. I will update you guys, but I'm gonna go read some more now and I am very excited. It is now Thursday. I can't believe we're already on Thursday. This reading vlog and this reading week is going very, very quick. And I think it's because I'm spending majority of my time reading. But I do that anyway. Like I do that frequently. So maybe this week is just going quick. Anyway, I finished Throne of Glass this morning. Last night, I think I wrote down the pages that I was getting to so that I could do all my calculations. So yesterday I had to get to page 356 of this book to meet my goal. And last night I got to 363. So I did like an extra like 6 pages. Not a lot, but I did count the 6 pages to today. Thursday of last week, I picked up my phone 309 times, took off the 6 extra pages that I read last night, and I have to read 303 pages today. So last night I fell asleep around the 363 mark, and then I finished it this morning, and this book is 404 pages. So I read, let's see, because I don't know mental math, I read 41 pages this morning. I was gonna finish last night, but I was just so tired, and I got to a point in the book where it was just like so crazy, like a lot was happening, and I didn't want to pause and didn't want to stop, but I continued reading. Like I got to the 356 mark and I was like, wait, I have to continue, and that's why I read the extra 6 pages. I had to finish the chapter or the part that I was on. It was just a lot was going on. So I finished this morning and I was so happy to finish it, not because I wanted it to be over, but just because I loved it so much that I was really excited to see how this ended, like what was gonna happen. I was like on the edge of my seat the whole end of this book, and now there's a lot, not questions, but like left unsaid of like parts that I was enjoying in this book. So I'm excited to go into the next one and see, but I'm not gonna read the next one just yet. I don't have it. I may go later today or sometime today to go buy the next one. I'm doing it where I'm not buying the whole series because I'm excited when I finish the book to like go reward myself with buying the next one. So my thoughts on this, I absolutely love the main girl character that we've been following throughout Assassin's Blade. This one, like I said, like I think she may be my favorite female main character of like a fantasy series. Like I'm obsessed with her. I love the plot, the politics, the setting, the side characters, like everything everything about this book I really enjoyed. Like the plot especially, like usually going into fantasy books I'm bored with the politics and learning about everything, just it drags on for me. But this was just like fun. Like there wasn't too many politics in the world like trying to keep up with. Like it was really just like the plot, and it was just fun to go along. You know, it's fun to see what was gonna happen. And there is like a romance thing going on here. Like I said, there's like flirting and stuff, but it's not like the forefront of the book. Like it's definitely just like a little mini subplot of it. But I enjoyed that a lot because the actual plot of the book I loved so much. Like it was like an extra something to add to the book. So I loved it. I gave this a 4.25. Tabbed it a little. I need to go find my tabs. I lost them to add to the parts at the end that I was enjoying. I'm really happy that I'm reading this series. So shout out Destiny. Not making me read this, but being the reason that I'm reading this. Okay, so yesterday I did a really bad job going on my phone. Like I read majority in the morning of what I had to read during the day, and then this was on my phone all day long. And then at night I ended up obviously finishing the page count that I had to get to, but I did a bad job of picking up my phone yesterday. So today we're gonna do a better job with that. I don't want to just pick up one book and read one book through today. So I have this little Peter Pan story, and if you don't know, Jessa Hastings, the author of Magnolia Parks, is coming out with a new fantasy series in December, and it's a Peter Pan retelling. It's called Never. She basically said this is like the most accurate depiction of the Peter Pan she wants to retell. So obviously I ordered it. This is Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie. It's only like 150 pages, around that, and there's like pictures in here too. It's basically just a little novella of Peter Pan. I don't remember if I was younger if I really watched Peter Pan. I was never really into Peter Pan, so I'm excited to read this and like really understand the story. I know the basis of it, but I'm gonna read this. It's gonna be really short and sweet, but just gonna get some pages done for our page count today, and I'm gonna try really hard not to go on my phone. So I'm gonna go find a playlist. We'll read this. I don't think I'm gonna really update throughout this. I'm just gonna read it and then give you guys my opinions on Peter Pan, or at least this version of it, and we'll see what I'll read next. I found a playlist. I'm gonna start this now. I'm just gonna hang. I'm just gonna read. I do have another video to film today, so I'm gonna do that at some time, but let's get some pages knocked off of our page count and times I won on my phone last week. So this cover is also really pretty. Okay, I'll see you later. Okay guys, I got 44 pages into this book, and this was written in like a long time ago, early 1900s. So it's like one of those fantasy little books, do you know what I mean? And I knew I wasn't gonna enjoy that, writing and just like books from that time. Like it feels like I'm reading a book for school, like, you know, the schooling books they used to make you read. I felt like that. So I felt like I was forcing myself to read this for an assignment, and I told myself like I'm doing my homework for Jessa to read this before her book comes out, but genuinely I don't think I can do it. So I got 44 pages in. I'm gonna put it down. Maybe I'll go back through it. Maybe I'll just flip through it maybe before her book comes out, but I don't think I'm gonna end up like fully reading this. I just don't think I can. So came to my book cart, and I think that I read a few pages of like 5 or 6 different books. Like I just don't know what I want to read right now. I'm not in the mood for a romance, but I don't want to get into a new fantasy series, and I don't want to read a mystery. Like, I don't know. The only books that I'm thinking of right now is Supernova, the last book in the Renegades trilogy, and just going to get the next Throne of Glass book because I'm just like in that mind space from finishing it. So now I don't know what I want to do. So I'm going to figure that out. But I wanted to read different books for this video. I didn't want to just read the Throne of Glass series. And I know a lot of you have read it, so you probably would enjoy watching me read it. But for those of you who haven't and want to see me read other books, like I want to give that to you. But then I'm like, should I just read the next book in Throne of Glass? Like I really want to. I don't have it out because you have to go to Barnes, but I'm really tempted right now to just go get it and start reading it. Should I do it? I don't know. With all of this being said, maybe I will just go to Barnes and get the next Throne of Glass book. Okay, I'm gonna do that. We'll see if I start it, but like I want to go buy it anyway. So let's go get it. Hello guys, so it's now like a lot later in the day. I think it's like around 4 o'clock, and I've been reading on and off all day. I haven't been like just binging like I have, I think mostly this week I've been binging my books, but today I kind of been taking a lot of phone breaks. I think I've hit the point in the week where I've read a lot and I've sat and binged and I've been off my phone a lot more, that like now I just can't stop going on my phone, which is not good because the point of this video is not to pick up my phone. But I'm on page 109 of Crown of Midnight, and I have to get to page, I think 218, hold on, to hit the goal for today because we have had a total of 303 and I read 41 of Throne of Glass this morning, 44 of Peter Pan, which subtracts about 85 pages, and then that left us with like 218 pages of Crown of Midnight to read. So I'm on 109, which is halfway of 218. So I have about 100 pages left to read. No, 109 pages left to read to beat the goal. Not beat the goal, to meet the goal today. I don't want to say too much because obviously I went into this book blind and the series blind. I don't want to say anything about like what's going on. It still stands that the main character of this one, the female main character, is one of my favorites. I also will say the little romance subplots and stuff that happened in the second one. I say the second one because I read Assassin's Blade first and I'm calling Throne of Glass the second one, but it's technically the first one of the series. So I guess I'll say following what happened at the end of Throne of Glass into this one in that aspect is very interesting to be reading about. Like there's a lot of characters that you're introduced to in Throne of Glass because Assassin's Blade is kind of like the prequel to it all. So I'm very interested in the politics of this whole world and where it's going to go throughout the whole series, and I'm so excited to like just continue and get through the world and get like more deeper into it and just see where it goes, because again the main female character is just like she's doing a lot. I still also really stand by, especially getting into this book, reading Assassin's Blade first, because you get so much history of the main girl character and where she came from and how she got to where she is today, that when she's talking about her past in like very vague terms about like people in her past and things that happened to her in her past, she'll just like name a few things, and knowing it and knowing the background and seeing all the background from Assassin's Blade just like completely like helps the story and helps you understand it. Like I just feel like I know so much more going into it, and it helps not be like confused about the politics or her past or like waiting to read Assassin's Blade to know like really what happened to her. So I really am really happy that I read that first, especially being someone that gets really confused easily on politics and keeping up with a fantasy story. Like it's helped a lot. I really like the prequel. I feel like more fantasy should have little novellas about the past of the main characters. Like I kind of ate that up, but I'm also eating this up. I'm really enjoying it. Again, I have 109 pages to go today. I think I can meet that goal by the end of today, and I'm excited to see where it goes. I feel like this is so fun because I feel like I'm getting a lot of books done, because every day I've picked up my phone so many times up until like the 300s, and most books, like I feel like an average amount of books are like around 300 pages or more. So I've been getting a lot of books done, which is making me feel really good, and I've been wanting to read more because it's like I kind of set a goal for myself with these pages, and I feel like not even just if you're doing this challenge or you want to do this challenge, but I feel like setting a page goal is so good because like you have a goal set in your brain, and it's not just like, oh, I'm just gonna sit and read. I feel like having a goal for myself makes me want to continue reading and like meet that goal. So having these pages and like the amount of times I picked up my phone and then page number that I have to get to has helped me so much, because I have to get to page 218 and now I'm like excited to get there, and I like really want to get there and meet my goal and feel accomplished. I'm gonna go keep reading. I'm really excited to see where this goes. There's a lot that's going on, and I'm just excited to complete this book honestly and go into the next one, because I heard after this book and like Air of Fire and the other ones are like a lot of people's favorites. So I'm excited to see what happens in those, and I'm excited to see how this story grows from the first one. I'm not filming like a video. Like these books will just be thrown in different reading vlogs throughout the month, so you just gotta keep your eye out. But so far so good, and I'm really enjoying it. I will come back after and we'll regroup and we'll see how many pages we have to read tomorrow. Okay guys, it's Friday. It's our last day of reading. Last night I had to get to 218 pages in this book, and I did get right there. It was like right before bed, and 218 was actually the end of a chapter, so it was perfect spot to stop. Ended there last night, and then early this morning I read before I went to yoga, and I read a good amount of pages, and then I just got home and read a little bit more. So now I'm on page 286. I think this book is around 400 something pages. Squint my eyes and look. Oh, it's 418 pages. So I was on 218 this morning, and this is 418 pages, and today we have to read 244 pages. So far, I have read between 218 and 286. I've read 68 pages so far today, so I only have 200 pages left of this book. So I'm gonna finish this book, and that'll leave us with 44 pages left. So I don't know if I'm gonna start a new book. Maybe I'll continue the X-Hex for 44 pages, but once this is over, I only have 44 pages left, and I'm kind of sad about it. I feel like I've read so much this week. I'm also so engrossed in this series. So like when I woke up, I was excited to start reading. I was so excited to get back into it, because where the chapter ended, it was like a really like crazy part that was going on, and I woke up and something happened, and I was just like, No. Since then, since this morning, I've just been so excited to read, so excited to finish this. I saw something that this was like someone's like least favorite in the series, and I was like, oh, my heart, I'm loving this. Like, I'm literally just loving it so much. I don't know what it is about this story and how connected I am to it. Like, I don't know what it is, but I just think that the main character, I'm so connected to her now, and I love her so much. Like, I'm just enjoying her whole story, and I feel like she just can't catch a break. But yeah, to finish this book today, I'm so excited to finish. I'm gonna go sit and just binge the rest of it. I'm just absolutely loving it. With all that being said, I'm gonna go finish this. It'll get us to the 200 pages, and then we'll see what I do next for the last 44 pages, and that'll be it for this video. And then I'll look at how many times I picked up my phone this week, which is gonna be very interesting. I feel like it's probably the same amount. Like, I still went on my phone a lot this week, I'd say. So excited to finish this. I know it's gonna leave me on like a little cliffhanger. I feel like all fantasy books do, but like I feel like these ones, it's probably gonna do it to me. So I'll probably go pick up the next book tonight. I'm so excited. Okay, if you couldn't tell, I'm like literally loving it. I'm loving it so much. So let's go finish, and I'll be back for our last 44 pages and my rating of this one. Guys, it is actually now Sunday. I did not end up coming back and telling you how much I read, all of that for Friday, but I had to get, I think it was 244 pages, and I finished Crown of Midnight, which completed the 200 pages, but then I had 44 pages left, and I went to see the Taylor Swift movie, and I came home from that, and I just went right to bed. So our last day of reading, I did not do the last 44 pages. I mean, the next morning I did, but that doesn't count. The last day I failed by 44 pages, but that's okay. I read a lot. I finished this book, and it was so good. The ending of it, I kind of like put the pieces together. I had 30 pages left, and I was so dumb. I have to stop going on any type of social media when I'm reading the series, but yeah, I put the pieces together. I was so mad because I had 30 pages left. I took a break before I finished the last 30 pages, and you know, things happened, and I was like, oh, and then I got a little bummed finishing it, but I ended up giving this 4.5 stars. I completely ate this up. I saw people saying that after this book, the series just gets so good, but I really thoroughly enjoyed the first 3 books that I read so far. Like, I obsessed with the politics, seriously, like I'm still obsessed. I did start Heir of Fire last night. I'm only like 30 pages into here, but I'm gonna read a bunch today, but that's not this video. So let's check out the screen time, or the time I picked up my phone this past week while I was doing this video. I'm really interested to see if it's like the same amount. Monday, I picked up my phone 251 times, so that checks out. Tuesday, 260 times. Wednesday, 281. Thursday, 264. And Friday, 313. Friday was the most. So I don't know if this really helps me going on my phone or not. Like, I still had around the same range, even more some days than last week, and I feel like it's fun to set a goal with how many times I picked up my phone to read the books that I was reading. Like, that part was fun, but I don't think it helped my screen time or just picking up my phone the amount of times I do. Like, I still go on my phone a lot, so I don't know if this helped in any way, but it was a fun challenge to do. Honestly, if you guys check out your screen time and the amount of times you pick up your phone and want to do this and want to try this out, it genuinely was really fun, and it got me to read and complete so many books this past week because I really just set that goal of finishing those books and was really telling myself like I had to do it, obviously for the video, obviously for the challenge, but it was just really fun. I got through so many books. 1, 2, 3, wait, Dead Romantics, Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, The X-Hex, some of it, which I ended up finishing over the weekend, and now I'm starting this, so things are really fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you did, and I will see you hopefully in the next one. Bye!